Amid Western sanctions targeting Russian gas and energy, Moldova initially declared its separation from Gazprom. However, it appears this move was largely symbolic, as Moldova has since maintained its reliance on Gazprom for energy supplies. Moreover, recent statements confirm Moldova's intent to uphold its contract with Gazprom to avert potential crisis. Hi and welcome, I'm your host Vedika. Let's begin. In a show of abiding by the Western sanctions, Moldova announced that it will impose sanctions on Russian gas a few months back. Energy Minister Viktor Paslov declared that Moldova had ceased receiving Russian gas, claiming Gazprom's pressure tactics were no longer a concern due to payment difficulties. Since December, Gazprom had limited its gas supplies to Moldova's Transnistria separatist region, leaving central Moldovan authorities without deliveries. Moldova secured alternative European gas supplies with the assistance of 300 million euros in credits from the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Notably, Transnistria have never paid Gazprom for the gas it received, yet Gazprom tolerated these unpaid bills to prevent the pro-Russian region's potential collapse. The situation intensified as Moldova accused Russia of destabilization efforts, while Transnistria claimed to have thwarted a Ukrainian plot against its leaders. Transnistria funneled funds from gas bill payments to cover budget deficits, accumulating substantial unpaid bills estimated at several billion dollars. In contrast, accumulated arrears for Moldova's Moldova Gas Company in the rest of the country reached $709 million, prompting an international audit to assess the debt's validity. Moldova's heavy reliance on Transnistria for electricity, sourced from a Gazprom-supplied thermal power station, underscored the complexities of its energy dynamics. Then comes Moldova's recent decision to uphold its gas supply contract with Russia's Gazprom, reflecting a pragmatic shift in its energy stance. This reveals a continued dependence on Russian resources. While Moldova had ceased using Gazprom supplies in December 2022, opting for Western sources with EU financial support, it now seeks to maintain its gas contract. Gazprom's daily provision of 5.7 million cubic meters of gas, primarily to Transnistria, a pro-Russian enclave in Moldova, is crucial. Transnistria relies on Gazprom's gas for winter heating and to operate a thermal plant that supplies 80% of Moldova's electricity at rates below the market average. That means higher electricity prices here at home and a possible humanitarian crisis within months in Transnistria. Let's not forget that nearly 300,000 people live there and they are almost all Moldovan citizens. Moldova, he said, had no intention of breaking the contract, but had to be prepared for Gazprom to exercise its legal right to stop honoring it. Although Moldova intends to honor its contract with Gazprom, it remains prepared for the possibility of Gazprom terminating it. Transnistria has amassed significant unpaid debts for Russian gas, estimated at around $10 billion, while Moldova's acknowledged debt to Gazprom amounts to $8.6 million following an international audit, a faction of Gazprom's $709 million demand. The final decision on the total debt remains pending approval by Gazprom shareholders. Moldova's ongoing energy dynamics underscores its continued reliance on the Russian resources. Moldova's complex relationship with Russia and its energy resources reflects a delicate balancing act that leaders like Maia Sandu have navigated with varying degrees of commitment. While there have been calls to restore ties with Russia and protest against perceived failures in gas price negotiations, Sandu's pro-European stance and Moldova's support for EU sanctions against Russia have defined its recent foreign policy. However, Moldova's decision to uphold its gas supply contract with Russia's Gazprom underscores the practical challenges of reducing dependency on Russian energy given Gazprom's dominance in the market. It is a pragmatic recognition that Moldova's energy security remains intertwined with Russian resources.